And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Dalton. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
57, you got 59 over there.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is fielded at the 7. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be out right at the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go play action here on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Lauletta on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Detroit! Detroit! Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Lauletta on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. To Barkley on the check down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Dalton here from the gun. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here you go, 368.
On 3rd down, Dalton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Watch him now, Barney!
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Watch it now, Barney.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A beautiful spin and room to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Lucky 56. Detroit. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Lauletta to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. A handoff to Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, 5.
Let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 28-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
There you go, 368.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Flushed out right. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Over here, over here. You're good. Lead! Lead!
Dalton throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Here's Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Ooh, with a juke. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Oh, good move. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Over. Hot.
Here's Lawletta now on second. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun. Get wide. Hot. Over.
Now here's Lawletta. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Lucky 56.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants! And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here's a give to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. With that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Cameron Moore had the tackle. Played his college ball at Boston College. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Joe Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Play action now. Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And New York set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, a nice spin. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gun! 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 Over!
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. Letting one go deep for a noon wall. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 Gun!
Lauletta now to throw it. And he's got a noon one. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Here's Lauletta. Eluding the pressure right. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? He may meet up with his team again.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment. Because